Welcome to the introduction to my 30-day clean eating challenge masterclass. My name is T.Y. Richardson. I'm an exercise and fitness specialist. I'm a personal trainer. I am a life coach who specializes in weight loss, and above all, and what started my whole career in weight loss and wellness is I am a 16-year obesity survivor. And what I mean by that is 16 years ago, I was over 230 pounds after having my largest child, my last and largest child. And that led me to create this program that I'm about to introduce you to today. So that's who I am. And what is Rapid Results? Rapid Results is a program that I created when I was looking for a weight loss method, something that was healthy and sustainable. I have natural intellectual curiosity, so I was really curious about, yes, there are several ways to lose weight, but what are the right ways for me, and what are the healthiest ways to do so? And I was very disappointed to learn that the majority of health and wellness supplements, programs, and so forth, not all, but the majority of them have some sort of gimmick to them, and they aren't really meant to teach you anything other than how to be obedient. So Rapid Results is a program I created. It is set up as a life coaching program with the focus on weight. So it starts out with an orientation where I ask you a series of questions to kind of get to know who you are, what your strengths and weaknesses are, not just when it comes to food, but in your daily life, your stress levels and so forth. And then I talk to you about what will be required of you in the program. I'm going to go over all of that stuff. I'm going to do the actual program here in a probably 6-part video series. So make sure you subscribe, like, comment on anything that you have a question about as I go along. So what I'm here to do is introduce, again, the Rapid Results Weight Loss Program. So lost track. It's a daily accountability program. So the program that we're doing here is the 30-day clean eating challenge. That does not include daily accountability, but I'm going to talk to you about the 3 different program options in a second. But my program offers daily coaching. So every meal, every day, if you're in an emergency situation, you're at a picnic or something like that, and your options, your healthy options are limited, I'm right there to answer your text message or your phone call. I'm right there to look at pictures and say, here, this is what I have offered to me. What should I pick? And I'm also here if you deviate from the plan, because the goal is not ever to be perfect. It is to be perfectly honest with yourself, so you can be perfectly honest with me. And I can not only coach you through that situation, but talk to you about what was the emotional or mental process behind that, all to make you a better eater, not perfect. So I do that through, I impart this education, I give you a checklist, and we go through this checklist, and I slowly dismantle all of those habits that you expressed in the orientation as I teach you these weight loss concepts that I use to lose almost 85 pounds in 6 months. The healthy way, and I've sustained it now for 16 years. So I teach you these concepts and how to be a better eater and manage your weight through eating better by weekly food assignments. So I don't call them meal plans, because sometimes I tell you exactly what to eat, but sometimes I don't, because it's about education, and that means I can't always tell you exactly what to eat. I need to teach you how to plan your meals, and then step back and let you exercise what you've learned. That way you can maintain your weight even after the program. Just like I said, this is about giving you the information you need, not just how to be obedient to something, but how to be a better eater, because you've learned how to be a better eater. So I do this through daily coaching, and also through these food assignments. Some of the food assignments are an email that I send you. Well, all of them are emails that I send you with a little write-up to tell you why I'm having you do this, taking out carbs this week. Why am I having you go vegan this week, for instance? Not all programs include veganism, going vegan, or the no carbs, but for instance, I give you super simple meal preparation guides, because in a busy world such as today, we all do need the simplest way, making it simple to stay healthy. If recipes are complicated, or they have ingredients that you don't naturally eat, then it becomes more of a challenge to adapt to eating this way. So all of my meal plans are super simple. I do not force you to eat anything, but I do force you to eat vegetables. For instance, if you don't eat vegetables or something like that, force you meaning I coach you to do it, and I tell you why you should. So again, I give you the daily accountability, these food assignments, super simple meal planning guides, and then I should say super simple meal prep guides, including recipes. But I also give you an exercise prescription. this exercise prescription is not solely to get you to lose weight through exercise. It's also because cardiovascular exercise in particular is very beneficial for blood pressure, to help you sleep better, so on and so forth. And I'm going to get into all of that through the program, but I give you a personalized exercise prescription based on what you already have available to you. So you do not have to go and buy a membership somewhere. You don't have to purchase any expensive equipment. You don't have to have a home gym. I teach you how to get what you need based on what you already have available to you, right? So the 3 different programs I was mentioning. This masterclass is going to be going through the entire 30-day clean eating challenge. This is my least expensive program because there's the least amount of accountability. If I'm honest, there's also the least amount of education involved as well. In this program, I pretty much set you up with we still have the orientation. It's an abbreviated version of the orientation, but then I pretty much give you a grocery list and a way to build your meals. We establish your 30-day weight loss goal, and then you're on from there. You just send me your weight once a week for this program that we're doing this masterclass for. So that's my 30-day clean eating challenge. Now, the other 2 programs that I have are full programs where you do the full orientation and you do the daily coaching, sending me every meal every day and so forth. Those 2 programs are called the 30-day and the 90-day programs. So not challenge, the 30-day and 90-day programs. And like I said, those include every bit of my coaching, every bit of my the education that I have to impart on you. You get more of an education the longer you're in the program. You also give yourself more time to lose your weight if you're in one of the longer programs. But so you got the 30-day challenge, the 30-day program, and the 90-day program. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and contact me here. And now I want to get into frequently asked questions about the program in general. We're not getting into the specifics of the clean eating challenge just yet, but here are some commonly asked questions about the program. Again, I know that there are a ton of different ways to lose weight. Some of them are just as healthy as mine, and some of them can be really harmful. So people do have the right. Now I encourage you to ask questions of anyone who says they want to guide you through a weight loss program. Check their credentials, ask them questions, make sure it makes sense. If something seems a little too extreme, without any really good options or a good explanation for why you're doing what you're doing, then you should be suspicious. This is your health. Yes, you want to lose weight, but you don't want to die trying, right? Okay, so let's get into some frequently asked questions. The first one is, how much weight can you expect to lose in any of my programs? And this is true with any weight loss program. So let's just be clear. Scientifically, first, the heavier you are, the faster you lose weight. That just is what it is. If you're 300 pounds, it will be a lot easier for you to lose 10 or 20 pounds than it would be for someone who is 200 pounds. And it will be easier for someone who's 200 pounds to lose 20 pounds than someone who is 150 pounds. Because the more you're overweight, the more your body is ready to get rid of that excess weight, so the faster you'll lose it. That's among the reasons. So first question, how much weight can you expect to lose? It really depends on your weight coming in. The heavier you are, the faster you can expect to lose. The second answer to how much weight you can expect to lose is the deeper your negative food habits are, the harder it can be for you to change those lifestyle habits. So let's say that you're used to eating a bowl of cereal in the middle of the night and you're not ready or willing to give that up. That's going to make it really challenging for you to be successful in this or any program, because you're adding meals and calories to the day. And so if your love for the way that you currently eat is so deep that you're not ready to change, then this is not the program for you, because I will get on your nerves. I'm going to call you out on it. Just based on the science. When you send me your weight each week and it doesn't look right, I'm going to say to you, I know you've been eating food that's off the program. And not only have you not contacted me to tell me that you needed some help and redirection, you also are in denial about it, right? And like I say, my nickname is Truth and Love. I'm not here to make you feel good all the time. I'm here to save your life. You hired me to save your life, and I take that seriously. So the next answer to how much weight you can expect to lose is, how ready are you to change your habits? I kind of already spoke on that a little bit, but you really do have to be ready to let go of what feels good now in terms of the way you eat, in exchange for something that is good later when you change your lifestyle habits. So I'm not here to convince you to change your lifestyle. You need to contact me when you're already made the decision that you are ready to be educated and held accountable and to have success, you know? All right, so the next response to that question is, are you still in a dieting mindset? So again, when I'm educating people, and we'll get into this with the orientation segment of this series, some of the common pushback that I get from people when they're not quite ready. So, you know, if you're in a diet mindset, this is not the program for you. You can Google a diet for free. What I do is I teach you how those diets, well, how a diet should look. I'll say that, how a healthy diet, and diet does not mean restrictive meal options. A diet means whatever you eat. So a healthy diet you can find anywhere. Is it sustainable? Is it for you? That's something that I can teach you through the program. But if all you're looking for is to be told exactly what to eat every day, that's not what I do. That's not an educator. That is an enabler, right? So my goal is to start you out, yes, telling you everything you need to eat and when, very specific in the beginning, but as the program goes on, I taper off as I teach you how to do it yourself, right? So next, how dedicated are you to getting up and moving, to cardio? Because again, cardio exercise is a weight loss supplement. This is why you can see people who go to every workout class at the gym and they still are, struggling with their weight losses because they do heavy and hard workouts often, or they're really consistent with their workouts, but then they leave and go and eat something that completely counters that entire workout from a caloric standpoint. So we'll get into that again in this masterclass when I break down what kind of cardio you should do and why. So how ready are you to get up off the couch and get moving for weight loss reasons, but also because our bodies were made to move? The more ready you are, the more weight you can expect to lose. And then lastly, under how much weight you can expect to lose is that you can't expect it to always be easy. It's almost like when you buy a new car. In the beginning, even though you still have the car note, also known as the work, you're really kind of floating on the high of having this new experience, this new car. But eventually it's going to get old. And that is why you can't be in a dieter's mindset, because over time, if your reason to lose weight isn't deeper than just reaching a certain dress size or something like that, it needs to be deeply invested into your health. And if it's not, once you get past that honeymoon phase, where it's new to you and you're telling all your friends, look at these meals I'm eating, this sort of thing, it'll die off, and then your why will have to be what props you up. In addition to my coaching, your why you joined the program in the first place is going to be that thing that keeps you motivated. So the more prepared you are to do the work, the more weight you can expect to lose. So my next frequently asked question is, what if I'm a picky eater? To which I say there are a variety of foods on this planet that can be used as substitutes, nutritional substitutes for anything on the program. So anything on my grocery lists or on the meal plans that I administer, anything on those meal plans have a nutritional substitute. So there's no reason to feel like, oh my gosh, this sounds like she's going to tell me exactly what to eat, but I'm vegan, but I don't eat this or that. Don't worry about it. I've been doing this since about 2007. I have dealt with picky eaters who just don't like textures, or people who are allergic to certain foods, or for religious reasons they don't eat certain foods. So please don't worry. If you're a picky eater, I got you. Now, again, I'll say, if you're a picky eater, meaning you refuse to eat vegetables, you and I are going to have a little bit of a fight, because we're going to have to find the vegetables, preferably leafy green vegetables, that you really like the most or you hate the least, and those are going to have to be added to your diet. It's just not reasonable to never eat plant-based foods and to consider yourself healthy. It's just counterintuitive. So if you're a picky eater in that you're nutritional, or you're immature in the way that you eat, I'll just be honest, and you're limited because I don't like this and I only eat French fries, we're going to have a problem. So if you're a picky eater that needs to change, I'm going to help you change. But if you're a picky eater, meaning you have food limitations, I got you. No worries. And then my last question under frequently asked questions is, will I have to buy any expensive foods or purchase any pills or shakes? What's the gimmick with the food? And to that I say, just like I said earlier, there are no gimmicks. All I do is teach you to be a better eater by identifying the foods that you do enjoy, teaching you how to cook them in a way that you do enjoy, teaching you how to have the heavier things, the sweets and so forth, in moderation. And so there's absolutely nothing but food as it naturally occurs on my meal plans. So I've had people shop at discount grocery stores. All these Save a Lot and those types of things. And I've also had people do all of their shopping exclusively at Trader Joe's or Whole Foods. It's really up to you. It's really up to you. But again, no special foods, no foods that you won't have ever heard about before or seen before, no foods that are hard to get, and certainly no pills or shakes or magic potions. I don't do that. All right, so now we're moving on to what do you need to get started? Let's say you're in. I haven't scared you away yet, and you're still in. You want to know what's next. So in order to be successful in this program, it's all done remotely over the phone, email, and video chat. So you're going to need a cell phone or a digital camera so that we can communicate with one another, and so you can send me your food pictures and your weekly weight by standing on your scale, snapping a photo, texting or emailing it to me. The other thing is you need internet access with an email account, because that's how we process your registration. That's how I send you all of your assignments and so forth. So you do need an email and access to the internet so that you can communicate via email. You need a digital weight scale. So the spring-loaded scales are okay, but over time, those can be really hard to calibrate because the spring wears out. Like I've seen people who, I say, send me a picture of your scale and it looks like it was manufactured the year I was born, which none of your business what year that was. But you are better off just getting a digital scale. They calibrate more regularly, more readily, and as long as you sit them on a nice firm surface, you'll get a more consistent and reliable weekly weight. So a digital weight scale, those range from $20 up to hundreds of dollars, depending on if you want to get the one that you just stand on and it shows you a number, or the ones that give you your hydration levels and your body fat count and all of that. You don't need all of that unless that's something you want to track. So you can be economic about that, but you do need a digital weight scale. The other thing you need is a digital food scale. So again, spring-loaded food scales are okay, but you really want to get the digital food scale for the same reason. Why do you need a digital food scale? Because all of the recipes that I give you are very specific in terms of how much chicken or how much of this or that. So you need to know how much by weighing the protein. So the digital food scale is for you to put your meats on primarily, or your proteins on. So you do need a digital food scale in order to follow the program effectively. And then you also need a set of measuring cups and measuring spoons. Those are everywhere, dollar store to Crate and Barrel, I suppose. They're everywhere. So measuring cups and measuring spoons. The other thing I recommend you get is a refillable BPA-free water bottle, because one of the questions I'm going to ask you in orientation in the upcoming episodes is how much water do you drink and how do you know? Because some people will say, well, I drink a lot of water. Well, I can't qualify that. And there is a recommendation that I need to make for your daily water intake. So those are the things that you need to participate. What do you need to get started? Let's say you're ready to go. The first thing we need to do is schedule your phone consultation. That is where I talk to you more about the program and get a little more information about what your goals are and that sort of thing to see if you're a good candidate for the program. So we just have a quick, maybe 15, 20-minute phone call to get you ready for the next step, which is for me to send you your registration email. Again, registration and payment are done over email through either Cash App or PayPal, if I'm not mistaken, but I can also do Square register payments. So we do that. Once I receive that, you're going to receive your orientation materials. That's going to be your meal plan, but it's also going to be just some do's and don'ts that I want us to talk about during our orientation. And that's going to set you up for the next step, which is our actual orientation, which is about a 30-minute phone call or video chat, 30 minutes to an hour, depending on how the conversation goes and what your needs are. But that's where I sit down and I go into that question and answer session where I get to know you and what you've been doing in the past to lose weight. We set some goals. We talk about your exercise prescription and your water intake and all of that. And then we set you up with your detox and the other programs. But with this program, the Clean Eating Challenge, is going to be your meal plan guide, which tells you what to eat and when, and then your grocery list. So we talk about that. And then by the end of the orientation, you'll be ready to go. We talk once a week in the Clean Eating Challenge, and we talk every single day if you're in the 30-day program or the 90-day program. So I usually schedule orientations on Wednesdays or Saturdays by appointment. If you're interested, this whole series is also going to be on my podcast on Anchor and Spotify. It's called Truth and Love with TY. You can also subscribe there to get a double dose of the program. Every one of the videos that I do a corresponding podcast. So next video, we're going to be getting into the actual orientation. So you're going to need a pencil and paper, first of all. And I'm going to give you some actual information that you can use to set yourself up for success over the 30 days. Again, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next episode. I'm very excited to take you all through this masterclass. Again, this is my 30-day clean eating challenge masterclass, where I'm going to give you the entire 30-day clean eating challenge right here. I'll see you really soon. Also, please gather some friends around. Share this video with friends who you want to take this challenge with together. Make it a group thing to see who can lose the most weight in 30 days. It's free. Why not? All right, rapid results work.